Hey everybody, Chris Blakeman here. I wanted to shoot out a video for you guys today and talk to you about how you can improve your sleep by up to 37%. And I think this is something that's going to help a lot of people that are like really busy working professionals. For me, it definitely helped me a lot when I was running retail stores, especially. And even today, now, I run a digital agency, with a team and some clients, and things are still really busy and still get really chaotic. So I still practice this on a regular basis. And it's just really good if things get like really crazy, with your business, and there's a lot to keep track of. So this is a great hack to improve your sleep quality, which is going to enhance your performance as a retailer or even just as a business person in general. And so basically, it's simple, but it makes a lot of sense. And that's basically that if you take time to journal every night, it helps you fall asleep actually if you're strategic about it. And so this is something that I've been pretty consistently practicing for like the last, I would say probably 10 years or so. And like this journal I've had for probably about a year now. And, so when I've experimented with different questions to use when using the journaling technique to fall asleep better if I have a lot on my mind, because you're thinking about employees or you're thinking about your clients or your customers and operational things that need to get done, or emails maybe, which it's a bad idea to look at email right before you're getting ready to go to bed for sure. So I do something for that with my phone, where I put my phone in a totally different place actually than near my bed when I go to bed at night. But yeah, so I've experimented with some different questions, and I actually, at one point in time, was working with a professional business coach, which I highly recommend if you're a successful business person, is to find a good business coach that you can work with on a regular basis, right? It's been a huge hallmark of success for me and most of the successful people that I know. Some of the questions that I've experimented with are like, how did I feel today? Like, did I get angry at anything? Did anything raise like levels of fear in me about anything? Was I helpful to people today? Could I have been more helpful to people today? Did I communicate with people that are close to me, like my friends and family? Sometimes I enjoy taking a little bit more time, like maybe like 10 to 15 minutes to do the journaling. But if I feel like I really only want to do it for 5 minutes or just kind of get it going so I can unpack my thoughts, and that's kind of the whole idea. And I'll link an article below on this study that was done last year in 2021 on how doing this practice increases people's sleep essentially more than 30%, which is great. But essentially, your mind is always processing stuff like the operations of the day, like I was saying. Maybe you have bills to pay, or maybe there's sales you're going to close and you want to remember to follow up with somebody. You need to collect on an invoice or something like that. And so your mind's just going to, even if you try to suppress it, your mind's still going to think about that stuff. And so actually physically using your hand to write these questions down and kind of process them out is really helpful, right? One of the sets of questions I use definitely almost every time is, what was great today? What was really good today? What was not so great today? What can I do better? What did I learn today? And what do I acknowledge myself for? So there's always something to be learned in every day, I think. And, practicing that and looking at my day and saying, okay, what was it that I learned, really helps me understand my day better and what's going on. And saying, what do I acknowledge myself for, is operative because I need to look at my successes. So I continue to foster a mindset of success on a regular basis, especially before I go to sleep. So I'm really like kind of implanting that in my mind before I go to sleep. And, saying what was great, maybe what was not so great, some bad things, and feeling free to really write that stuff out, not limiting myself, those 4 questions have been the ones that test really well for me. And I've tested a lot of different questions over the last 10 years. And by no means am I perfect or I do it every night, but I'm pretty consistent. And the reason why is because I get results from this practice. So I continue to do it because I get the rewards from it. So I'd highly encourage any of you that are professionals or retailers watching this video to just try it out every night. 4 questions. What was great today? What was not so great? What can I do better? what did I learn today, and what do I acknowledge myself for? Okay, so it's actually 5 questions. There's 5 questions altogether there, but basically those 5 questions, just to keep it simple and straightforward, at the minimum. And sometimes if there's a lot more going on, I'll journal a little bit more. I'll write out a little bit more of what's going on with my thoughts and what's happening. And usually that's enough to unload, so I can actually get some good quality sleep. And not just fall asleep, but you want your sleep to be good quality sleep, right? I'd also highly recommend a book called Sleep. I forget the author's name now, but really good book that incorporates a bunch of different tactical things to improve your quality of sleep. He worked with professional athletes, the author, and was in the business basically of optimizing athletes in soccer, international soccer teams, the NFL, some big teams in the NFL. So I hope that helps everybody. Hope you're having an awesome Tuesday, and I'll see you next time.